negative direction. That's why it's negative. Is that, you don't seem convinced, or is that?
But it says like 15 in the question, like positive 15.
It's 15 meters per second up the ramp.
We go down the ramp?
Yeah, now that down is positive, up would be negative. It used to be up was positive, but then we switched it to be down was negative.
Yeah, when I was first writing this out, it's a vector, so I need a magnitude and direction. Now, I could have gone with positive or negative, but I didn't want to presuppose what coordinate system we wanted to use. And so I wrote out the direction instead of using a shorthand.
Okay, so in order to get positive 15, the I should be facing.
Yes.
this way?
In which case, the acceleration would become negative.
So is it always opposite sign?
Well, it's slowing down, so velocity and acceleration will be opposite signs.
He's expressed a preference for us putting the positive I hat in the direction of the acceleration. Not necessarily the movement, right, but the acceleration.
Right.
Since it's accelerating, the acceleration is moving in this direction, even though the velocity is moving in this direction, so the sign would be opposite.
As you're starting out, personally, at this point, I would have chosen positive to be up the ramp and work with the negative acceleration, but that just shot at scars, usually. Justin?
Is there a reason why we combine the two I hat equations, even though they're on separate coordinate systems?
All right, so, I'm gonna throw something very quickly at you,
Sure.
and then Friday, potentially bring it up again.
Okay.
Also, was the answer 11.8 meters? Did we actually solve that?
Sure, you're using VF squared equals VI squared
Yeah.
plus 2A dot delta S. Yeah, that's the right equation, so, trust that it is. Just like,
My answer was negative, but I can change that.
all right, F equals MA. I'm gonna ignore this one for the time being. The full formality of it. FT I hat plus WB sine theta, I hat plus WC J hat minus I2 hat minus FT I2 hat equals MB A I hat plus MC A I2 hat. That's the formal equation because you write out all the forces.
Right.
But like components have to go together. So I pull out, so if this is true, then the I hat piece on the left side must equal the I hat piece on the right side. The I2 hat piece on the left side equals the I2 hat piece on the right side. That's ultimately my justification for why I can split it apart.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Okay. Wednesday, the fun exercise of the test, that's all we're doing on Wednesday, so once you're done with the test, then you leave, and then Friday we get back to the joy of F equals MA.
Can you briefly recap what's on the test, like what the test covers?
Chapters 2 and 3, linear motion and two-dimensional motion.
Okay.
Two-dimensional primarily projectile.
Thank you. That's
Yep.
In doing this, wouldn't we get 0? Because this is 0.
Yep.
Squared. 15 squared is 225.
Right.
2 times A is, that's like 12,
So you
13
got
something.
0 equals 225 plus 15.06 delta F.
So then you would subtract 225 from both sides, and then you would end up, oh, no.
I hope you would get a negative.
Yeah. For some reason I did negative, or subtracting 225 from that was just 0, and I was thinking
Ah.
that it's gonna be 1.
It's that new math.
Yeah. I haven't taught it yet, I'm creating it still.
Man, awesome. It's one of those lessons of make sure you show your work.
Yeah.
And also, if you get 0 for the final answer, think, wait a second, something's off.
Yep.
All right, let me stop this, because otherwise I'll be just looking at the top of my head.